we had a very, very deep and I think quite tender retreat this weekend with Venerable Tenzin Kacho, looking on at preparing for death and also being able to support people who are dying, which is all of us. And that was really the point that she kept driving home, that it is all of us. There's not just some classification of people called the dying, and that we apply the things that she presented to them because we are all in that process. So there were a few things that I've been really thinking about that I wanted to share today. One of them was something that she brought up where she mentioned it in terms of monastics, but I think this is true of lots, of everybody, that we enter our Dharma practice really full of enthusiasm, great excitement. We're really psyched about the Dharma, we really want to study it and get to know about it, and maybe do retreats or whatever, but there's a lot of enthusiasm for the teachings. And then over time, that starts to kind of lag. Over years, and it's just not quite so juicy. I mean, yes, it's a part of our life now, but, it's not so alive anymore. Or maybe we feel like, well, I've heard all of this now. That kind of attitude creeps in very easily. And she said, why do you think that happens? The answer, she said, is something that His Holiness the Dalai Lama has said, is that that happens because we haven't really integrated the reality of death and impermanence very deeply into our minds. And that when we are really aware of the absolute inevitability of our coming demise, and that when we're aware that we have no idea when that's coming, then this keeps our excitement about the things that will benefit us at the time of death very present in our minds. This keeps us quite alive to our practice and to our life. What is today? If I'm aware that today might be the last day of my life, how present am I to this day? Whereas if I have not really thought about that today, or if I've thought about it, I thought about it in a cursory way and just let it wing on through my mind, and then I'm going on automatic for the rest of the day, it has a completely different feeling. And I will tell you personally, it's a very hard thing to do. It is a really hard thing to do. One of the other things that she presented that I thought was also so very valuable was from Dr. Ira Byock, who's written a book called The Four Things That Matter the Most. He is an end-of-life specialist, a palliative care doc, and he's worked a lot, of course, with people who are dying, and he's distilled kind of the essential communications that need to be shared with our loved ones in that dying process. And they're very simple. They are, please forgive me, I forgive you, thank you, and I love you. The four things that matter most in our relationships, being able to share with people. And I think everyone was really quite touched with the simplicity of this, and even have an opportunity to share it with people who could really use it right now, perhaps. But in the last couple of days, I've been thinking about what gets in the way of me doing this every day. If I were really present to this reality about my ultimate and coming quickly demise, then please forgive me, I forgive you, thank you, I love you would be on my lips every single day, because we do not know. And yet, just this week, a little grip here, a little grip there, at the end of the day, have I said, please forgive me? No. Why not? Because I have not been thinking that this could be my last opportunity to say that to someone that I care about. So I think the thing I want to share and the lesson for us is to look at these four things that matter most and try to find the ways to really bring them into our lives moment by moment. And I think if we can hold these four and hold the awareness of our death side by side, they can help support each other. And so I think to everyone in the community, I would like to say, please forgive me. I do forgive you as of this moment. Thank you. And I love you.